This has been a long process, and I appreciate all those folks that testified. I like Dan, did a lot of research, read a lot of ordinances from different places, spent a few sleepless nights, and I think in my case, my concern has been those rights of the people who have a business and would be required to go against their beliefs. However, I think, as Warren said, as our legal staff said, that we do that when we legislate. Unfortunately, we have to, at times, take one side or another. In the wee hours of the night, one night I was remembering, and I was on the city council when we had our first confrontation with the Aryan nations. And I know that people tonight have said that the issues of race are different. I don't believe that. Human rights are human rights, period. I heard Norm Gissel talk about us being an icon, and we are. They talk about Coeur d'Alene. Why didn't they call Boise? Why didn't the Wall Street Journal call Boise? Why didn't they call Sandpoint? They called Coeur d'Alene because Coeur d'Alene has stood against hate. Strong stances against hate. That's why they called us. We stood against hate. We stood solidly against the Aryan nations and what they stood for. And I have to tell you this, many of you may not have been here at that time, but I remember going downtown and standing across from Independence Point, and I saw the white hoods of the Ku Klux Klan against my beautiful lake. And I said, this is wrong. But they had a right to march, and we let them march. We did what was right. We followed the law, absolutely followed the law, but we stood against hate. Because of a couple of people over there I can point to, because others stood up and stood against hate. We agonized till midnight, late one night, midnight, we were sitting here going, we don't want them on our street. We don't want to have this parade. We don't want to give this message to the world. We agonized. But the fact of the matter was, they had a right. I will support this ordinance because we cannot send the message that intolerance does. We do have to send the message that intolerance does not belong in Coeur d'Alene. I'm going to vote for this ordinance.